Hi everyone, you're watching another episode of Akua Hinds Online, and today is the 24th of September 2013. I'm here with the lovely producer and coach, North America's favorite producer and coach, Michelle Bacani-Lim, also known as Mickey Grace from Mickey Grace and Associates. Hi Michelle.
Hi Akua, how are you?
Yay.
Have our online hug as usual.
Oh, it's so nice to have you here for this very special episode. If you got the chance to check out 20 Questions with Mickey Grace, I really loved filming that with Michelle. And
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I've been on your show too, which is a lot of fun too. And why don't I give you this opportunity to tell us what's going to be coming up on your channels?
Sure. Well, a lot has been going on. If you check out my new website, thanks to my lovely husband Christopher, it is what is it now? mickeygrace.squarespace.com, I believe.
It's
and
beautiful.
Check it out there. You'll see my recent blog post, which is actually called Playing Small is Bullshit. So sorry for swearing online, but
I apologize.
It's all about how I myself have played small in my own life, and how perhaps you have played small, and kind of taking a look at different opportunities to really take your business to the next level, take your body to the next level, take your mindset and your friendships and relationships to the next level. So I'm really excited about that. So that's kind of what's up for me right now, is playing big and playing full out, and doing the things that we need to do to create the life of our dreams. If I'm not living it, then I can't really be a very good example for other people. That's what I feel. So I'm pretty hard on people, on myself, in that particular blog post, because I think it's time to start looking at what your life is mirroring to you.
Very true.
Yeah. So what's up for me is, really utilizing the website. I'm going to be hosting a lot of discovery sessions. In fact, these discovery sessions are valued at $150. So if you are looking for one, they are completely complimentary for right now. And they're very valuable. They're a great way to create an amazing business strategy for yourself. Take a look at, what you're up to in your life, and receive some amazing coaching from me and from yourself, because I always feel that when clients are working with me, that they know what's best for them. I think it's very damaging when someone looks to someone else and puts them on a pedestal and edifies them, and thinks that they're going to solve, the world's problems, when it's really within you.
Very true. In fact, it's interesting that you say that, because I've never heard a coach say that before. That they know that the client knows what's best, and there probably are a lot of coaches who feel that way. I know that it's the role of a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist, to help each client, each patient, try to help them find the tools and figure out how. But it's nice to get that reminder. And I also want to encourage you to subscribe to Michelle's channels. And
Yes, I am going to. I know I've been saying it for weeks, but Akua and I have been filming a little bit more often, which is great. And I'm definitely going to bring in my show, which is now going to be called In Bed with Mickey Grace, and it's going to be an interview show. It's going to be a coaching show, and it's really going to help people to understand, what does it mean to be in bed? It means when you're most vulnerable. It means when you're most yourself. And I think if we can get to the core of that within ourselves, I think that life just shows up completely differently. Life is just so much more beautiful. I'm working with one coaching client right now, and she said to me, it's kind of cool. I don't know if you've watched Interview with a Vampire with Brad Pitt.
I saw some clips of that, and he looked amazing in it, of course. But.
Well, that's one thing that looks amazing when you're in your essence. But no, it just, in that movie, one of the things that they find is when they turn into vampires, they start seeing things very differently. Even Twilight highlights that too, that vampires see, sort of a very intense focus and intense clarity. And my client was basically saying, now that I understand my essence more, now that I understand when I'm in my survival mechanism, the world looks just so differently. And that's beautiful for me. That's the passion, that's the power behind the reason why I do my coaching, is to help people to realize that in their own life, and just see how many things there are to appreciate.
That's right. And that's part of the reason why Michelle films her episodes. I film my episodes, because we want to do what we can to share what we know, connect with you, and Michelle is a fabulous coach. I really encourage you to, it doesn't matter where you live in the world, right? Anybody who's watching this, if you're watching this, and you can get in on the discovery sessions, right?
Yeah.
You do by phone,
absolutely,
by
absolutely.
internet.
My intention is to build tons of value for people, and I do a lot of free workshops. I actually have a free workshop coming up in the Peel region soon, so keep an eye out for that. And the discovery sessions, you can be worldwide. You can be anywhere. I've had clients in the U.S., not in Europe or Asia quite yet, but I think Philippines is coming because with another business that I'm partnered with, Akua, which I'll talk about today, GWT. Yes. We're looking to build in the Philippines, so I'm really excited about that too. That's kind of another up and coming big goal for me that's coming up.
And I'm glad that you mentioned big goal, because this episode is called Big Goals and Big Dreams, Cause and Effect. So we're going to talk a little bit about vision boards. Michelle, I'm in Michelle's home office. I'm surrounded by vision boards to the left and to the right. Yeah. They're just beautiful.
Maybe we'll put some pictures up when we have this post.
That's a great idea. We'll do that. If it's your blessing, of course, and it's your vision board, so if you're open to sharing them and showing people a little bit.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about how they can help you to plan out and track your big goals and big dreams. We're also going to talk about how to deal with the naysayers, as well as whether or not it makes sense to fake it until you make it. Is that good for you? Is that harmful? We're going to discuss that too. So this particular series is going to be done in parts. So for the first part of this episode, I'm going to ask Michelle about vision boards and what is a vision board. For some of you, I know what a vision board is, but for some of you who are watching, those might be two words that you've never thought about, putting together. Vision board. What is it? And it's not B-O-R-E-D, it's B-O-A-R-D, a vision board. And Michelle, I think that you've done a workshop about how to put together vision boards, right?
I have. I actually did. I did a hosted workshop with Cassie Holder, and she did. It was a vision board. I think it was called The Business of Life, and it was pretty amazing. Definitely check it out. It's on Google Hangouts, and I can definitely put it up on my Facebook page so people have access to it. It's over an hour long, so it's really full and jam packed with a lot of information. So let me, talk about how I see vision boards and maybe how you might see it. So most people, I don't know if you want to share about how most people might see what a vision board is, or the basic description of it.
Well, it's interesting. I think that, and I could be stereotyping here, which I certainly hope I'm not doing, but I think a lot of entrepreneurs know what vision boards are, but maybe people who are not entrepreneurs, maybe they have no idea, because I know that that's something that's discussed a lot at networking events and things like that.
Absolutely.
We talk about vision boards a lot, and so I think a lot of us know what they are. But if you're watching this and if you've never heard of a vision board, you don't know what it is, and you don't know how it can help you to plan out your big goals and big dreams and make them come to life, then I really, my hope is that through, Michelle's testimony here, and she can talk about how vision boards have helped her, how to do vision boards of your own, and absolutely.
Sure. So really a vision board, there's a lot of different ways to put them together. Most people, the best way to do it is just to have a cork board and, either tape or markers and pens and anything that helps you to be creative. Magazines are fantastic because you can cut out pictures, and a vision board is exactly what it sounds like. It's your vision broken down onto one board where you can take a look at it. You can look at it and visualize and see, what your vision potentially is for your life. So maybe you want to put pictures of a happy family. Maybe you want to put a picture of a soulmate. Maybe you want to put pictures of jewelry. Like I have tons of jewelry on my vision. I'm looking at it right now. You want to put tons of jewelry on it because I love bling. You want to put pictures of your children, happy children. You want to put traveling. You want to put specific goals. Maybe you want to actually say, I look forward to 10 new coaching clients. That's one of the things I have on mine. Maybe you have actual steps to your plan. I do several types of vision boards, as Akua has mentioned. There's probably about 3 or 4 in the room here.
There's one ahead of me too, right?
Yeah, there's a number of them. And to be honest, it should be creative. It should be your way of completely expressing, what you see and what you visualize for your life. And I think one of the things that really saddens me is when someone says, I didn't even realize I had goals. I didn't even realize that I still had dreams and visions. And you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, what color you are, what gender you are, what your profession is. That's everyone should have a dream, and everyone should realize that they can still create that dream. I think the title of my company, Mickey Grace, a haven of inspiration to create the life of your dreams, is for that reason.
Yes.
Because that's one of the biggest pet peeves, vices, worries that I have in the world, is to meet people that have given up on their dreams.
Well, that's very true. I mean, and I think I want to add too that your vision board doesn't necessarily have to be things that are in your life right now.
Absolutely.
They can be things that if you want to make $100,000 this year, but you see no way of how that's going to happen. You just can't. You want that, but you just don't know how it's going to happen. Creating a vision board is going to help you to focus on things that you don't have in your life right now, but you feel you want them, you need them, whatever it is. It could be that partner that you've been searching for, but who isn't in your life right now, but start putting a picture up of what your partner might look like, your ideal, or whichever. And your dreams in your vision board can change. I mean, I don't know.
Should be evolving. It totally should be evolving. I usually go through it at the very least once a year. Typically I'll add to it throughout the year. Sometimes I'll do it every 6 months. Sometimes I'll do it every 3 months. It really depends on the type of vision board that I have. And I love what you said about it can be something that you don't necessarily have. What people and naysayers, we're going to talk about those naysayers later.
Oh, yes.
Just number one, ignore them. And you know what? I know it's hard. Because sometimes they can be very close to your heart. They can be very close to your person.
And you wouldn't expect them to be saying those things.
Exactly.
You want their support. They could be people who you really want their support. They could be a family member, a friend, someone you've supported, and you're hoping for that give and take, but you haven't gotten it yet.
Absolutely. So, and the reason why I bring them up right now is because a lot of people will tell you vision boards don't work. Vision boards are crazy.
Everyone I know who's successful has them.
I completely agree. I absolutely agree. I have really studied, areas of success and successful people, and I've interacted with tremendously successful people who are also unhappy, and tremendously successful people who are very happy. And one of the trends that I absolutely see in their life is vision boards, vision books, writing out their goals, journaling, all of the what I would call ontological equations that lead up to a life of success. And to be really clear with you, I look at my vision board, the ones that I've created in the past, the pictures of the ones that I've created in the past, my vision books, my journals, and all my diaries, and all of the places that I've listed all my goals. And you know what? So many of them, and I don't want to say a certain percentage, but so many of my goals have come to pass. So many of them. It's amazing. Does it feel
unreal? Does it feel good? Does it feel sometimes I think goals can happen and we don't even track them, and then we forget that we've achieved them.
The way that it feels, to be really honest, I remember the one story that really happened, and it was actually when we began living in this home, in the home that I'm in right now, and how that vision came to pass, and how I had on my card that I wanted to live in a 5,500 square foot plus home, and all of these specific visions and dreams that I had specific to this very particular home. And I've shared the story with you, so you know the story, and many people do. And so when that happened, you can't deny it. You cannot deny that these visions are happening. Even our project, that's been something that's been in my mind for many, many, many years, to write a project. And I know it's going to come to fruition. I mean, it's already happening now.
It is.
And just to have you as a partner is such a tremendous blessing. And you know that I feel that way.
Thank you. And Michelle has been a huge support to me, personally and professionally.
Thank you.
Such a blessing. You're welcome.
Me too. We're prayer warriors with each other, that's for
prayer
sure.
Partners
prayer
too.
partners, yes.
Definitely.
So, I just see that who cares what people say? If you have a tiny vision board, if you even have one in a binder, if you have a paper that is your vision paper, it doesn't matter. Just do something to be able to say, you know what? Yes, I want to learn how to play the piano. Yes, I want to learn how to act or sing or write. Yes, I want to have my own, daycare indoor playground. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their amazing visions of what they're looking for, and by not putting it up there, by not putting it out to God, out to the universe, out to whoever you want to, you know, if you believe in someone or not, or something or not, it doesn't matter. Just the fact of putting it down on paper for whatever reason, I'm not going to explain the science of it, it just works, and it just brings attention to those big goals and big dreams.
And I think, you know, one of the things you said, it works, and I think the reason why it works is because it's an act of faith. It's not just in here anymore. You're willing to declare it to the universe. You're willing to write it down because you want to see those words come to life.
Absolutely.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
I wrote an article yesterday about reasons to go to college, and I bring that up simply because I want, one of the things that I mentioned is that if you decide to go to college, that really should come from you. It shouldn't be your parents' dream for you to go to college. That shouldn't be on your vision board to fulfill someone else's dream for you. It's fine if somebody has a dream for you and you share that dream too. And if their dream inspires you and makes you think in that way that, you know what, this is something I want to achieve. However, it really needs to come from you. It really needs to be something that you want for yourself for the right reasons. It could be for whatever reasons. It shouldn't have to make sense to someone else, but it should make sense for you.
I love that you say that. If I can just add something quickly to that, one of the exercises I invite people to do is to maybe start out their vision board by creating what I would call an integrity list. And an integrity list are sort of all the ways maybe that you're in integrity, the ways that you're out of integrity in the different areas in your body, your mind, your spirit, you know, your finances, your health, whatever areas. And the reason why I get people to do that is because then I get them to go back and take a look at those things that they've written down. And exactly as you've said, ask yourself, am I wanting this for someone else? You know, did I put down, you know, I want to have $43 million because, you know, I feel that that's absolutely what I need to be able to live an amazing life. Well, you know what? You're probably not going to be happy until you get that $43 million then, you know? Right. But if you're coming from a space where I believe it, I know that it's part of my destiny, and you can feel it. It's not coming from a place of soreness or fear. You know, fear is a choice.
Or from pressure.
By the way, from pressure or from other people's opinions. Do not even put it on your vision board because it will taint it 100%. So I love that you brought that up. That's so important.
Thank you so much. And I love what you added as well. Very true. Very important to be real, especially with your vision board. If you can't be real with your vision board, then what can you be real with? Who can you be real with? We're going to talk a little bit more about naysayers, faking it till you make it, in the next part of this episode series. Stay tuned.